This film is brought to you by Pain Management. Work with an experienced yoga teacher specializing in pain management. Learn how to ease your pain with private yoga sessions customized to your specific needs. www.yogatraveler.online/pain2.
Hello. Today we'll get comfortable with the wall. We'll use the wall to stretch our hamstrings and relax the back. Two things at once. Plus there'll be some hip work as well too. So this covers the big three: back, hips, and hamstrings. So start by stepping out a mat or a blanket on the floor just for comfort and give yourself a blank wall. Then scoot right up next to it. I like to put my hips right up against the wall and then extend the legs all the way up. You want your hips to be as close to the wall as you can and the legs straight up. Now for those of us who have very tight hamstrings, this is going to be difficult right off the bat. So we're going to start by opening up our legs into a V shape as far as you can go. So I've got my heels on the wall and I can just take my arms out to the side. I like to bring my palms to the sky so that the shoulders relax. And we're just gonna let gravity do the work. Pressing down into this inner thigh and groin area and feeling the stretch that's happening. This is a great position for the hips. We're opening up the sacrum. We're getting into the internal rotators right here, which are part of the hamstrings, and our back is relaxed. We'll just take a few deep breaths here. I usually like to take about 10 breaths in each position that we'll be moving in today. Very nice. Give it time to open up and relax. And maybe deepen as you go. Build a little flexibility. Now let's pull our feet together like a butterfly. So bring our feet to touch and gently just press against the legs to open up the hip flexors. This will change the position of the back and the sacrum a little bit. So again, just giving relief to that area of the body that can get tight in the low back. And just keep breathing slow and steady as we hold this position. And use a little bit of pressure with your hands to open up. Good, now let's go back to the position we started in with the legs straight up the wall. We want our knees to be as straight as we can. If it's too hard for you to keep the knees straight, you can scoot away from the wall a little bit, or you can elevate your hips a little bit with a blanket or a block or a bolster. So we want to be as straight as we can so that we feel the hamstrings lengthening. The feet are flexed, so we're active through our calves and ankles, but our back, it's relaxed, easing pressure off of the spine, off of the low back. This is also a really great position for circulation and metabolism. Blood flow running down into the heart, into the head to release pressure there. Nice. Just take one more deep breath. And let's move into our final position, pigeon on the wall. So we'll start by taking our right foot and bending it around the knee somewhere. Depending on your flexibility, you might be above the kneecap or below the kneecap. And then just start to bend the left knee. Now this is where it gets tricky. If your hips lift because you're really tight, you may not be able to bend your knee at all. You'll just keep it straight and you'll maybe gently press against the leg to feel this outer hip. The more flexible you are, the more you'll be able to bend the knee, bringing this right leg toward the chest and opening up this glute and hip flexor on the right side, the outer edge of the hip. So this left leg is your lever, and you decide how straight and how bent it is depending on what your back and hips are doing. All of this should be flat against the ground. And again, we're just gonna hold. I like to put my foot all the way on the wall with this one so I can give it a little bit of pressure. Pushing against the wall with my foot to help open up this right hip flexor, glute and outer edge of the hip, so the IT band. Nice, it feels so good. This really presses the curve of the spine to the floor as well, so you should be getting some nice back relief here. Beautiful. Now let's move on to the other side. So straighten out the left leg. Let's reset the right leg. Bend the left knee, and again, above the kneecap or below the kneecap, not on the kneecap, that won't feel very good. And then start to bend your knee. Just feel where that level is for you. Now we're activating the outer edge of the left hip, left glute, and the hamstring. This is also really great for the sciatic nerve that runs down the back of the leg. And you'll just let yourself breathe and relax. Nicely done. Take one more deep breath here. And let's actually place our feet on the wall and scoot away just a little so that we can get to a right angle. Feet on the wall, knees bent, the ankles and the knees, then the knees and the hips. At a right angle, just allow the body to start to feel away from the wall for a moment. And just let your legs fall down to a side. You've been laying for a moment, so we need to ease up gently and come to sit up. And you're done. Good work. You should feel great through your hips, your hamstrings, and your back after that simple exercise that you can do every day.